Hey you guys, I hope you are having an amazing day so far. So today we are doing our February favorites. They look a little bit different than normal. I'm wearing my glasses today because quite frankly, I had a really bad day yesterday and I was stressed and I cried. I was wearing contacts and my eyes got all red and irritated. So today I'm wearing my glasses to give my eyes just a little bit of a rest. And also, I hardly ever wear these on camera just because, glare. But today I actually have a good amount of favorites to show you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. First up is the mascara I'm wearing. This is the Wet n Wild Big Papa Mascara. I just used this in a video. I love this mascara. I highly recommend this, especially if you're super picky on mascaras. If you hate clumps, if you like lengthening, if you require your mascaras to be super duper dark and hold a curl, this. It also comes off easily, it doesn't flake. I have no problems with this mascara. It doesn't irritate my eyes. I don't know what kind of magical stuff they put in this, but I love it. It's incredible. Probably, in my opinion, one of the best products that Wet n Wild has come out with in like forever. And probably thinking, yeah, I think this is the least expensive mascara that I've ever been happy with because this is $5. $5. And I like this better than the majority of the mascaras I have open right now. I have like 3 or 4 other mascaras open right now, and this beats all of them. So yeah, highly recommend. All right, next thing is actually another Wet n Wild product. I know, I was actually shocked with how much I love these. This is the Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. I'm not wearing it right now. Right now, I actually have the NYX Bare With Me on my skin. But I will tell you, if you love the NYX Bare With Me, you will also love the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. This is slightly more of a liquidy formula, whereas the NYX is thicker. This is definitely cheaper and it's a bit more sheer, but you can still build it up. I find that this doesn't go on quite as heavy initially as the NYX one does. So I do recommend both of these if you like light to medium coverage. But if you're looking for something budget-wise, that's about, I think, half the price to a third of the price of the NYX, go with the Wet n Wild. This is amazing and the packaging is so cute. Love it. All right, next thing, again, also on my face, is a sample I got in Sephora Playbox. I know, Sephora Playbox, we miss you. But this is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. I actually like this. I was surprised. The sprayer on this is like an extended sprayer. It's kind of like if a standard pump sprayer and the Morphe like long-term sprayer had a baby. This is like that. Like you can hold on and like spray, runs out. Hold on again, spray, if that makes sense. It has a really nice fine mist. It dries really quickly on your face. And the one thing I like about this a lot is that it doesn't change the finish of the makeup you have. This isn't a matte or a dewy setting spray because almost everything is either matte or dewy now. This will kind of take on the finish of whatever you have on your face. If you have a more dewy look, this will make your skin look dewy but lock it in place. If you're having a matte look, it will keep it fairly matte but just add a bit of softness to it so you don't look quite so dry. It's a really good product. I actually really like this. This is probably one of my favorite Makeup Forever products I've ever tried. So I'm like a huge fan of that. I think it's amazing. Next up, if you guys saw my skincare video, you saw me freaking out about this. I've been praising this stuff for years. This is the e.l.f. Gentle Peeling Exfoliant. This is one of those products that goes in and out of my life because it's hard to find. It stores saliva incredibly quickly. Some stores carry it, some stores don't. Some stores carry it, some stores don't. I used to be able to get it at Target and then they stopped carrying it. And then my Ulta actually started carrying it last time I was there. I was like, yes, because it had been months since I had any. This is one of those cellulose-based exfoliators. It's really gentle on your skin. It's good if you like to exfoliate frequently, but you don't like super gritty exfoliators. I find that this is wonderful. It's very gentle. It doesn't irritate my skin, but it does help when my skin gets dry and flaky and I don't have time to sit with an acid mask on my skin for like 15 minutes. This is super, super quick and you can just incorporate it in your skincare routine. Next up is a product that I just did a video about. This is the ColourPop and Animal Crossing collab Flower Power Blush. It's the blush I'm wearing today. It's so pretty. It looks purple in the pan but goes on your skin really pink and pretty. I love this blush. It's super, super pigmented. It's really gorgeous. It like warms up and almost like adjusts to your skin tone, which I didn't think it was going to do. I honestly thought it was going to look purple. It was going to be too cool toned. It wouldn't look good on my skin, but it looks amazing. So if you are in store or you're looking for something to grab, definitely go ahead and give this blush a shot. I think it's beautiful, and considering the pan is bigger than Tarte blushes for half the price, it's definitely worth the money. So it's $12, by the way. And then next I have what's on my lips. I kind of try and like to use my favorites in my makeup as much as possible when I remember, is the Kylie Jenner lip liner in Bare. I love the Kylie Jenner lip liners. They are probably my favorite lip liner next to NYX. I literally have two like brands of lip liner, and it's NYX and Kylie Jenner. Those are the two that I love, and they're like opposite ends of the price spectrum. But Bare is really, really pretty. It's a gorgeous neutral. It's one of those nudes that looks good on super pale skin tones. So I love that, but also looks good when you get a bit more of a tan, and I've seen it on darker skin girls as well, and it looks incredible. I love something that is versatile like that. Also, I have the full lip kit, so I will top this with the lipstick occasionally, but I'm more likely to top it with gloss or a different color of lipstick or something. Like right now, I just have the Wet n Wild Color Icon lip gloss in Featherless on top. And it's so pretty. All right, you guys, last like physical thing I can show you is this Aquaphor. You guys, if you have not jumped onto the Aquaphor bandwagon, I don't know what you are thinking. If you exist during winter and get dry skin at all, this stuff is amazing. I think I've spoken about this before, but I've been out of it for probably like 2 years now and just using like random stuff or chapstick or whatever. And then I had my hands got really bad and started cracking from all the hand washing and that again. And while I have certain lotions that are really good for that, like the Aveeno Eczema Therapy, the thing is that still burns if your skin is cracked open, if you have like an open wound. This does not burn. Like if you have a paper cut on your hands, or if you get, you know how like sometimes here or like here on your knuckles, if your skin gets really, really dry and you like bump against something, you'll get a split in it. This you can put on your hands and it won't burn. And that is amazing. So I will use this on my hands, I'll use this on my feet, I'll use this on eczema spot on my neck. I actually repurchased this because while I was sleeping one night, my lip cracked right here because I forgot to moisturize and put on lip balm before bed. And the air in my bedroom, even with the humidifier going, was so dry that my lip split. You can't even see it right now. even though it happened like 4 days ago, because I bought this again. Coated my lips with it, put it on that crack, did not burn, did not hurt, and it healed in a couple days. Like, this stuff, if you have cracks from dry skin, seriously, this is the way to go. Okay, we are almost done. I know this is a short one today. Shows. I have been watching Hwarang. It's a K-drama. It's historical, but it's really, really, really funny. And it's kind of dark at times too. Like the first couple episodes, you're like, whoa. But it's really, really cute. It has Taeyang from BTS in it. Not the reason I'm watching it, though he's adorable. So adorable. I love all the characters. I have fallen in love with the king in this drama. Like, I know he's supposed to be the second male lead, so she's probably not going to end up with him because that's how these stories go usually. But I always have major second lead syndrome where I fall in love with the second lead. And on the rare occasion that the girl ends up with him, I'm like, yes. But anyway, I love the king. He is adorable. Like, so free. Like, I don't know how a human male can be that adorable. But somehow, I'm like, but the king, you want to end up with it. I know. I'm only on episode 15 right now. No, not 15 yet. I'm like on episode 13 or something. I can't remember. We haven't watched it all this week because we've been so busy, but it's really, really cute. If you've ever wanted to watch a historical K-drama but have been kind of put off by how dry some of them are, because some of them are really dry. I've tried watching some before and I'm just like, no. This one's actually really good and really cute and just adds some of the just cute moments, and I love cute moments. So that's like the main show we've been watching. And then as far as what I watch on my own, I have been binge watching Coffee Break with Dani vlogs like crazy. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I can relate to her a ton right now, because she's like, she mentioned in a vlog a couple weeks ago, she's like, I eat in my prison, I sleep in my prison, I poop in my prison, I'm here in my prison all the time. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. Like, I work here, I eat here, I teach here. I mean, I'm pretty much here constantly. Like, if I leave the house, it is like to buy groceries, and that is it. But when your work and your family and your whole social circle is inside your house, you start to go a little crazy after a while. So when she goes on her big monologues on how life is going and things like that and how she's feeling, I'm like, I can relate to that so much. So that's kind of been like, I've been binge watching like every single one of her vlogs. I'll pop in my AirPods and be working on something and be listening, because I'm like, you are my sister right now. I know what you're going through. Like, I can completely relate to her, and it's so nice to have someone that you feel like you relate to, because there's so many vloggers who are going out, doing things, don't have the same amount of responsibility as others as far as things outside of YouTube, that it's kind of hard for me to relate to them. I'm just like, yay, that's great. You could go and do these things all day, but when do you wash your dishes? Like, when? Like, do you have someone who cleans your house? Do you never clean? We don't know. It's nice to have someone to relate to. So that kind of leads into music. I actually haven't been listening to any music this month. I know, shocker. Mostly because I've either had her vlogs or a podcast in my ears constantly while I'm doing things, just because I'm kind of burnt out on emotion right now, and songs make you feel stuff, and I'm just like, no, I just want to see what other people are doing and I just want like noise in my head. I don't want to like have like blue and gray pop into my playlist and me suddenly be like sitting on the kitchen floor sobbing because I'm all in my feelings. No. So I haven't been listening to a lot of music. I've just been mostly watching vlogs in the background while I get stuff done. And lastly, books. I haven't been reading a ton of books, mostly because I have a bunch that I'm reading at the same time, so I really haven't finished any of them. In fact, I still haven't finished the one I'm going to recommend. I'm only about 66% of the way through it. That book is huge. Okay, I can typically read a standard size 300 to 400 page novel in about 2 hours. It's just my natural reading speed is really, really fast, and my comprehension speed's really fast. So for a book to take me like weeks to get through means that it's really heavy, and this one has a ton of information in it. It's called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. He's actually a sleep research scientist, and he goes into very, very detailed things about how our brain works and repairs itself and repairs our bodies, and the purpose behind sleeping and the purpose behind dreaming, and how dreaming is almost like unconscious therapy. And it's really, 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 really good. It's very detailed. It has a ton of technical terms, but he kind of intersperses it with like real life examples and case studies and stuff that he's done in his lab. But there's a lot of heavy detailed material about neurons and our brain chemicals and the electrical pathways in the brain and things like that. So it is pretty heavy reading, and I've actually been reading it before bed. So I think the reason it's taking so long is it takes so much mental effort to keep everything straight and organized as you're reading, that once you're about like 15-20 pages in, you're just like asleep. Not that the book's boring, but it takes so much mental effort to consume. It's like the difference between reading like a Sophie Kinsella book and War and Peace. Like on the scale of Sophie Kinsella to War and Peace, this book's like here. It definitely takes some work to get through it, but you learn so, so much about why sleep is so vitally important and the effects it can have on your body and your mental health long term. So if you have trouble sleeping, if you have insomnia, if you have any history of anything like dementia, Alzheimer's, anything like that in your family, I would highly, highly recommend giving this book a read. Or if you're just interested in sleeping and science and you're a nerd like me and like to read up on that stuff, I would highly recommend that book as well. All right, you guys, that is it for my February favorites. I hope that you guys like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the little bell to get notified when I post a new video. I do post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Please tell me in the comments down below what one of your favorite things was this month. Like, I don't care if it's a movie, a show, a book, a makeup thing, a food thing, whatever has like made you happy this month. Let me know down below. I love hearing from you guys. You can also keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so, so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye.